All right, traders, so this week in markets, Brexit, it's ramping up a bit. We did hit all-time lows on the GBP. We got in on that move as well. And Euro USD, all right, the dollar is soaring to the upside, broke all-time highs for 2019. Some Brexit related, some trade related, some dealing with the Fed. Let's talk about what's happening this week in markets. Roll the intro. All right, traders, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Forex fundamental analysis video. It's your head trader here, Cleveland Bishop. Hope you guys are having a pretty good start off to the week. We had holidays yesterday. Banks were closed on Labor Day, so we didn't get much volatility, and no one was in the office. So we're coming here on Tuesday, and as of right now, we are still getting some all-time highs broken. I mean, as soon as markets open back up, it seems like there is just an outlandish amount of volatility on our currencies, and we just have to figure out exactly what the hell is going on. We have been able to capitalize on some moves, so that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. But I also want to be talking to you guys about what we see coming in the near future. All right, and this is going to help you guys potentially ease in on some of these positions or so, or just help you rationalize how important fundamentals are when it comes to your decision making and trading. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. We talk mostly again about what's happening from a value perspective. So when you're studying up on fundamentals, or when you're using fundamental analysis, you're using things in regards to intrinsic value, trying to discover why markets are priced where they're at, and then hoping that there's an inefficiently priced asset getting an advantage. All right, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, shoot me some comments down below. I can explain that a little bit more in detail. Okay, so last week we mentioned, as we have been mentioning for the past 5 weeks, guys, we are selling the we're selling the NZD, we're selling the Australian dollar, we're buying the JPY, and we are buying the CHF. And as of right now, we do have JPY at all-time high. So real quick, I'll show you guys what we're looking like on the JPY. JPY did break all-time highs for 2019. If I zoom in, look at that massive run since March. Most of this dealing with trade war, most of this dealing with risk on sentiment. Okay, we have a top trader of the week. I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about Jason and how he got in on his particular trade this week, and it had to deal with this risk on environment that's happening right now in markets. So again, if I zoom in a bit, you guys will notice there was one day last week on the 26th where we just had a random spike to the upside, but as of right now we were closing above where that previous candle was. And of course, if the trade war heightens up, Trump again mentioning how he wanted to put more tariffs on China than he did beforehand, what are we going to get, guys? All right, I feel like I'm repeating myself week after week, but you guys, it doesn't seem like you mind so much. You kind of like hearing that all this stuff is being reinforced, and that's a good thing. That gives me a lot more confidence too. I like to see that these general trends are just lasting in markets, and eventually something's going to change, right? Eventually the trade war will not be a trade, okay? And we're gonna have to figure out something else, but until then, focus. Okay, that's what my initiative is for you guys and even for ourselves. Okay, so JPY pushing to the upside right now. In regards to a currency, on any given currency, you guys could be playing this JPY strength. We haven't really touched JPY strength in the past maybe 5 or 6 trading days or so. We've actually been playing a lot of the dollar strength, and we've been playing some of this pound weakness as well. All right, so let's take a look real quick. I wanted to show you guys what we're looking like also on that US dollar. If we pull over to the USD, you guys will notice that we are shooting to the upside. We broke all-time highs today in 2019 when it comes to the pound. Here's a quick screenshot. We put out a pound US dollar position last week, and that thing smashed the take profit. Okay, so if I pull over here and show you guys what we're looking like on the GBP USD, we ended up putting out an update as well. Here's a screenshot of that, of all the members who could roll their stops either to break even in profit, or you can take profit on the position. But as of right now, the GBP USD did hit all-time lows in 2019. And that's a pretty big deal, okay? You have to ask yourself, where was that coming from? Was that coming from dollar strength, or was that coming from pound weakness? Because we know that the dollar's getting strong, you know, every day or so, and the pound's getting weaker on any given day or so. When we take a look at the actual indexes here, take a look at this, right? So you have pound. It actually is not pound. Pound is not at its lows. Pound hasn't been at an all-time low for 2019 since August 12th. So that means that that massive spike sell side, we have had some pound sell side here a little bit, okay? But that massive spike sell side on the GBP USD, it had to come from the US dollar. So if we take a look real quick at the dollar index, what do you see? Again, all-time highs broken on that dollar. And so that's how we're correlating back the strength. And it's really important to do that. So it's important to rationalize where you're getting that strength from. Are you getting that strength from the dollar? Are you getting that strength from the GBP USD? You can't tell that on the currency pair here. So that's why it's so important to rationalize, again, what's happening on the indexes and isolate both of those currencies. Okay, so that's what we're looking like on the pound. I definitely think that this GBP USD has more opportunity to push sell side. Okay, we know that the UK, all right, the pound has a lot of opportunity to push sell side, because up until Boris Johnson actually says, hey, look, Brexit is resolved, we're out of here. All right, he mentioned that he's going to be able to resolve Brexit by October 31st, Halloween. Okay, so if he doesn't get that done, what do you guys think is going to happen? We're going to see even more sell side here, okay, on the GBP. So all these trades are pretty easy. As long as you're paying attention to the fundamentals, you can catch the general trend, because that's all we're seeing that's happening right now. Look at the GBP USD. From 133, so 134 is $1.34 for every pound, okay? We're now down here, folks, at the 119s. All right, and guys, this has happened since March. Technical analysis is literally going to screw you, all right, if you're not paying attention to these overall general trends, because this is just a massive push sell side, all right? And if you've been able to at least have an idea that Brexit isn't going to work out, and you just stuck with that one thesis, and you've been sell side that entire time, you could have been playing breakouts, all right? You could have been playing small pullbacks, small retracements, but as long as you kept with that ideology that Brexit is not going to work out, okay, a fundamental basis, that's all you need. All you need is one small little fundamental basis that you believe is the pressing reason that the currency is going to increase or decrease in value, and that's going to be your biggest advantage. And that's what we're playing, here for this one particular scenario. Okay, all 8 of our majors, the JPY, the CHF, the Aussie, the NZD, so on and so forth, they all have their own pressing catalyst. Okay, and so that's what we talk about and go deeply into the details inside of the Academy. It's just really important for you to rationalize that, be able to pull back, and be able to get your entries in accordingly. Okay, so we actually have a video coming out a little bit later on. Kyler has been selling the Euro USD since August 8th. Okay, let's see where the Euro has been since August 8th. And he actually has his play-by-play, and he's going to be showing you guys everything that he has been in on. So he's been in the Euro USD sell side since 112. Okay, the $1.12. That's absolutely amazing. All right, and so it's hard to capitalize on these larger general trends if you're not paying attention to the fundamentals. So stay tuned and watch Kyler's play-by-play in that regard as well. So that's what we're looking at this week. All right, so GBP USD continuing to the sell side. We capitalized on that one earlier last week. That was a great position. Also, we want to see a little bit more of that JPY to the upside. We might start moving over some size over to the JPY as well. Okay, but outside of that, I wanted to highlight somebody who has been very active inside of our trading community at taking these positions, and we gave him top trader of the week. All right, so I want to announce Jason Kidd as the top trader of the week for week 4 August. He did a fantastic job capitalizing on a Euro USD sell side. Okay, so he was looking at the Euro USD sell side. I actually have up his post here. So what happens is our top traders of the week, they'll post inside of the trading lounge. And basically what he said, right here was some short-term risk on sentiment in the markets because of the trade delay. Okay, trade deal delay. All right, so basically he saw that because trade war deals were being delayed, he might have thought that there was going to be an appreciation in the dollar, and that's exactly what we got. We saw a massive appreciation in the dollar, and it was also helped out with that sell side that came in on the euro, and that gave him a very fruitful position. This market ended up running all the way down to the 109s, and he was looking at the sell right around the 111.70s. Okay, so around 170 points to the upside, and that's just one of the guys who got in on that Euro USD, but he was the one that called it out, said exactly why he was looking at it, so on and so forth. So we ended up giving him top trader of the week. So congratulations, Jason, on that one, my man. Guys, look, I didn't mention everything that we're looking at this week, okay, on the video. The rest of that information is inside of Top Trader Insider, free platform. You guys can just head to the link in the bio, take a look at all the directional biases that we have, whether it's the CAD, whether it's the CHF, whether it's the pound, whether it's the euro. You'll see an outline graph of all the directional biases. and a today's market video that we're pushing out every single morning, US session. Okay, so that's gonna help you guys gauge exactly what's happening intraday, but then overall you'll see a thesis of what we're looking at for the week, and that's a free platform in the bio. Just go to Top Trader Insiders in the bio. It's right there for you. If you guys got any extra questions, comment down below. Let me know what you guys are looking at for this week ahead. Have you been able to capitalize on these massive trends that are happening in markets, like the pound going from $1.40 all the way down to the $1.19s? Absolutely insane. Okay, if there's anything else going on that you're looking at, make sure you guys comment down below. I'll be talking to you guys a little bit later on this week. Safe trading, folks. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace out.